Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving right in today because we're shining a spotlight on the absolute secret VIP of any successful gathering. You know, when you start planning an event, your mind immediately jumps to the fun stuff, right? The food, the perfect venue, the playlist, maybe even stressing over the weather. But today, we're zooming in on an item that's so often an afterthought, yet it literally dictates whether your guests actually enjoy themselves. We're talking about the humble, but entirely essential, folding chair. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover the overlooked essential, occasions requiring chairs, simplifying your order, plastic versus premium resin, and finally, delivery or warehouse pickup.
Section 1. The overlooked party essential.
It's totally human nature to think about the flashy, Instagram-worthy party items way before we think about the absolute basics. But I want to throw a question out to you. When you look at all the massive inventory a party rental company carries, the games, the concession machines, the wild decor, what do you think is the single most requested item that they deliver every single week? Take a quick guess. Our expectation is usually that the big ticket items like massive bounce houses and huge water slides are just flying out the warehouse doors. But the reality? No way. It's folding chairs. According to a Perfect Party Rental, folding chairs are literally the lifeblood of events across the East Valley, all the way from Gilbert to Scottsdale. Whether someone needs just a handful for a cozy dinner party or literally hundreds for a massive gathering, these chairs are quietly, behind the scenes, keeping the whole event running smoothly.
Section 2. Occasions requiring chairs.
So you might be wondering, what exactly is driving this massive demand? Well, it boils down to the big five: weddings, graduation parties, corporate events, backyard barbecues, and memorial services. Just think about the wild variety here. You've got graduation parties, which kind of turn into these all-day open houses, right? Grandpas, teachers, and classmates constantly filtering in and out, all needing a place to rest. Then you have corporate events where you absolutely need professional-looking seating to maintain a polished company image during a long training seminar. Across all these vastly different occasions, the common denominator is simply this: proper seating arrangements keep everyone relaxed, engaged, and most importantly, happy. So, the crucial point is summarized perfectly by this quote from our source. One of the biggest mistakes people make when planning a backyard party is assuming guests will stand. They won't. It sounds kind of funny, but it's a stark reality about human nature. Imagine a warm 4th of July cookout. People naturally want to gather around tables to eat their burgers, chat, and just relax. If they're forced to balance a paper plate on their knees while standing for hours, they're simply going to leave early. Now here is an amazing insider tip specifically for couples planning a wedding. Because your wedding day is so incredibly important, every single detail matters. According to the pros at A Perfect Party Rental, if you plan ahead and book early, you can actually hack the system. You can request brand new, never been rented inventory. Many couples absolutely love the idea of being the very first people to use their wedding chairs. It just adds that little extra touch of magic to an already special day. Shifting gears to the more sensitive side of the event spectrum, we have memorial services and celebrations of life. These occasions require a really profound level of compassion, flexibility, and incredibly dependable on-time service from a rental company. Look, when families are grieving and organizing a celebration of life, the absolute last thing they should have to worry about is the logistical headache of where everyone is going to sit. Knowing that a dependable team will arrive on time and professionally arrange the seating, that takes a massive weight right off their shoulders. Section 3. Simplifying your rental order. Okay, here is where the magic of event planning really starts to happen. Very often, customers start their planning just looking for chairs. But in doing so, they realize they can actually streamline their entire event setup by working with just one vendor. You can easily add secondary inventory to a basic chair order. We're talking tents for shade, dunk tanks, foam parties, massive obstacle courses, concession machines for popcorn or snow cones, even full-blown dance floors. Think about the incredible convenience of this. Instead of frantically coordinating 3 or 4 different delivery trucks from multiple companies on the morning of your event, you get one coordinated, one-stop-shop delivery. It saves an immense amount of time and pretty much eliminates unnecessary event day stress. Section 4. Plastic versus premium resin. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is we're setting up a bit of a chair showdown, because not all folding chairs are created equal, and understanding the difference will help you make the absolute smartest choice for the specific vibe of your event. Let's compare them. First up, we have the classic white plastic chairs. These are your economical, highly durable workhorses. They're super easy to arrange and are the absolute perfect fit for backyard parties, community events, and school functions. But then you have the premium white resin chairs. These are a massive step up in elegance. They feature padded seats for extended comfort and have this beautiful, elevated design that makes them the absolute go-to choice for weddings, formal banquets, and upscale corporate galas where appearance is paramount.
Section 5. Delivery or warehouse pickup.
Once you've chosen your style, you've got two main logistical paths for getting them to your event. Full-service delivery means the crew transports everything directly to your venue, sets it up, and comes back after the event to pick it all up. It's totally worry-free and definitely the best route for large events. On the other hand, we have warehouse pickup. If you're hosting a smaller gathering and you happen to have access to a truck, a trailer, or a large SUV, picking the chairs up yourself at their warehouse near US 60 and Arizona Avenue in Gilbert is a fantastic way to noticeably reduce your rental costs. The team even helps you load it up, making it super quick and easy. So why do so many organizations, families, and HOAs consistently trust a perfect party rental with these crucial details? Well, it boils down to a few core factors. They boast a massive inventory, meaning they can handle events of almost any scale. They give you the choice between those economical and premium styles we just compared. Plus, they're known for keeping their equipment meticulously clean and for executing highly reliable deliveries all throughout the East Valley, from Chandler and Mesa right over to Paradise Valley. If you're currently planning a gathering and you're trying to calculate exactly how many chairs you need to keep Aunt Susan and your boss comfortable, you really don't have to guess. You can reach out directly to their team at 480-255-5591. They are incredibly helpful when it comes to figuring out quantities and choosing the exact right style for your specific occasion. Which brings us to a final thought. We spend so much time obsessing over the decorations, the perfect playlist, and the menu. But honestly, hospitality ultimately begins with a simple invitation to sit down. As you plan your next event, ask yourself, have you built a proper foundation for your guests to linger, connect, and make memories? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy planning!